Good morning, everyone. Welcome back again for your daily spiritual growth tarot reading with a little bit of astrology. And this one is for Saturday, July 15th, 2023, of course. The moon is newly into Cancer about 10:15 in the morning, 10:13 actually, almost 10:14 a.m. Pacific time. And it has some really nice aspects to it, as well as the fact that it's, I just heard the one on the bottom. That's weird to hear stuff while you're actually talking. Okay, there's the first card out. So, but anyway, the moon, so there are two Yods going on today, two fingers of fate. But, you know, you guys know me, I tend to believe in the fact that we create so much of our own fate. Some things, you know, we came in to learn, and other things we have complete free will over. And once we learn the lessons, then we shift our ability to create even more. So anyway, the moon's involved in one of these fingers of fate or Yod aspects, whichever way you want to call them, or whichever way you'd like to describe them. And it's also involved with Pluto and Venus. So that's one of them. The other one involves Neptune and then back over to Venus and back up to Pluto. So Pluto's there with both of them. So we're talking about our personal power, our integrity, our inner authority, the work that we've done to transform our souls so that we have our personal power and our integrity back in place. With Venus involved, it does involve money. Because it's in Leo, we're talking creative self-expression. It involves relationships, how we attract money, what we're being mirrored to or mirrored back from relationships, and then we can make adjustments accordingly. And the moon in Cancer today involved in one of those Yods, because there's two of them. And if you want more on this, just listen to the weekly astrology video I have up, and the timestamps are in there, so you can skip forward to Saturday if you want. But anyway, with the moon involved, and especially the moon in Cancer, it's a double amount of water. And Pisces and Neptune, or I'm sorry, Neptune in Pisces, you know, that's like triple water, adding those three together. The sun's in Cancer, so we've got 4 times the water. Saturn's in Pisces, 5 times the water. South Node's still in Scorpio, and there's water. Oh, so we actually have cardinal, fixed, and mutable water going on. That's kind of cool, actually. So Cancer, with the sun and the moon both in Cancer, we're in that realm, and you're headed towards the new moon coming through. I think it's on the 17th. Yeah, pretty sure. Yes, I am sure it's on the 17th. So the deal with that has to do with growth. It has to do with your psychic abilities. It has to do with your doing your best to create a safe and secure home. It has everything to do with nurturing, everything to do with honoring all that is sacred in your life. It's very protective. It's very warm. And the more you work on transforming, clearing your emotional body from the past, then your feelings flow through very freely. And there's your guidance right there. And it's very instinctual, the way you can trust it. Or actually, it's usually pretty much in your body. Like, you know, the hair will go up in the back of your neck. You'll feel some just thick kind of air around you when you're next to somebody, and you go, oh, they're going through something. Or, you know, if it's someone you love, you stay there with them. But if it's somebody you don't know, it's like, maybe back off. Bring your energy field in and leave. You're driving through areas and you feel the consciousness in the neighborhood you're driving through, or the town, you know, if you're on the freeway or whatever. All those things. If you're not going too fast, you can feel those things. So anyway, that's just one part of, you know, Cancer energy when the emotional body is clear enough. So With the Five of Swords reversed, this is, I definitely would rather get this card reversed than upright, because it brings us into that place where we're finding some type of compromise. There's some communication that's happened, and unless we're talking about a dirty politician or judge, if that's the case, this is a card of revenge. If you're reading on somebody dark and they get this card reversed, it's like, ooh, there could be some vengeance. But it may also be just as well, compromise and peace, and the communication that's necessary to create win-win situations in our lives. And then with this Ten of Pentacles reversed, with that could have to do with a family situation where maybe there's been some kind of instability, where there's just not the sustainability that you really would, like to have. But maybe you've made peace with it, and now you've moved on. Because, we can only control ourselves. And so for you guys, I know for sure this card has to do with your own reconciliation within, healing your deeper conflicts, your inner conflicts, healing the deepest inner wounding, healing everything inside of you that used to go into either or. It's this or that, and da 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 da. And you've opened up to this whole other realm where you've reconciled some really, really deep splits that needed to heal. And of course they came from family. And of course there's probably, for many of you, family separations that happened. And maybe even they crossed over. But now you're looking at the world in a completely different, you're seeing the world through new eyes. You're looking at things coming from a completely different perspective. And you can see, it's ruled by Mars and Aries. So that is energy moving forward with a brand new motivation behind it. And there's no longer the nitpicking. There's no longer the pettiness. There's no longer the, the intellectual pride that can come through with, especially both of these cards together. Like that sibling was smarter, that one was prettier, that one, where people are being objectified within the family by the parents. That's done. That's done within you anyway. And you've completed that major life task, and now you can move forward, and you're solid. You're solid within, and you can move forward and create something brand new, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is. And don't let anybody tell you can't do it, and don't let anybody, you don't need permission from anyone else. If it's something you really want to do, and it's loving and kind to yourself, and not so bad for the planet, go for it. Whatever it is. We're in those realms of creative self-expression right now, astrologically. We've got Mercury in Leo, Venus is in Leo, getting ready to go retrograde. So they're going to be, somewhat talking to each other for a little bit. They're not close enough yet, but they will. And with Mars moving into Virgo, Mars has moved into Virgo the last few days or so, there's that energy to work, just that energy to get into the details of whatever work is, or to at least plan for the future. Maybe summertime is a little more relaxing, or you're entertaining with family and things like that, or taking care of kids, or whatever it is, or just kicking back a little bit because it's so darn hot. Or my friends down under, Libby, hi, Libby at Meister Tarot. It's getting into winter, right? The winter is there. It's shortest day of the year wasn't too long ago. So on both sides, it's more of an inward time right now, but then planning as well, and the parts that are outward, I think, are geared towards fun, and I love that. Okay, thanks you guys. Take good care. Bye.